in the world am I supposed to measure how tall I am with only one of these? Oh, don't need to worry about that. Let's get into it today. So, the House is passing Trump's big, beautiful bill. The best Trump impersonation. I really can't do it very well. Anyway, it's controversial. None of the Democrats support it. A couple of Republicans didn't even vote for it, but it passed by one extra vote. So, kind of slim margins. Not surprising. The Democrats aren't going to agree with Trump on anything. Trump could cure cancer, and they'd be mad. In fact, Trump could cure Biden's cancer, and they would be very mad about that. Anyway, there is some interesting parts of the bill, and one of them is it's related to Ted Cruz. He proposed it. It's called the Invest America Act, and let's take a look at it here. So this bill here, scroll back up here, provides $1,000 per child born in the United States over the next several years, and I believe it backdates. We're going to check this out to be sure, but it's $1,000. It's not necessarily a savings account. It's more a investment account that tracks the S&P 500 stock market index. This is a good thing, by all means. Now, I'm not one to expand the federal deficit, which is only getting worse by this bill. So, yeah, not a good thing, but, you know, I'll take the good with the bad, I guess. Anyway, so it starts out with $1,000 of seed money from the federal government. The government's going to create this account, and it's going to be invested in stocks, in companies, and things like that. And it's, I believe, is going to be, this is my version of this. I have not seen in here exactly what stock it's going into. It might just go into the S&P 500. I'm not sure. Perhaps that's not been decided yet. You can add more money to this as you go along. Think of it as a an IRA account almost, but not quite. But you could contribute up to $5,000 a year to this account. So some people are not financially savvy. They will never figure out how to do investments. They won't. This is just not their thing, and that's okay. You know, not everybody's going to be able to figure this out. This helps. It puts it in a place that's, you know, beating the S&P 500 in terms of like investing. And now this is not investment, you know, advice at all. Is difficult. I would be surprised if you could get a broker who could beat that market's long-term success over the next 10 to 15, 30 years. Now, if you're looking for short-term investments, who knows? It's basically gambling, in my opinion. But long-term, which is what this is for, 18 years of investing, this is a smart move. And one of the things I like about it is it's going to kind of artificially inflate the economy. This investment also is investing in the company itself. You know, by investing in these accounts, where's that money going to go? It's not just going to sit there. Money you have sitting in an account just isn't actually physically there. It's usually in the hands of other corporations, banks, and other people like that. So assuming that's how this is going to work, that only increases the funds in the economy. So in theory, this should help boost the economy up even more. Excuse me. So let me take a look-see here. Federal contribution. Eligible individual means any individual who is born after July 4th, 2026 is a U.S. citizen and has at least one parent at the time of the individual's birth. So this kind of sucks for me because I got a baby on the way, but not coming in 2026. But let me see here. So I can't use this, which kind of sucks. So, but it's going to be helpful to those that can. Excuse me. I need some drink. Let's see. So U.S. citizen primary, and this is the real one here. Has at least one parent who at the time of the individual's birth is a U.S. citizen. That basically means you can't just come here, have a baby, and get $1,000. Yeah, that makes sense. This differs from Ted Cruz's version in a little way here. Eligible individual. Oh, mate. I'm sorry, it is not different. It is the same. July 4th, 2026. That kind of sucks. I mean, gosh, I was really hoping it would be a little different than that. But hey, it's still going to help a lot of people. I'd like to see that backdated to this year, but that's just helping me. The Secretary of Treasury shall develop rules for the selection of persons described in Section 530A for the establishment of investment management accounts on individual. To paragraph 1 applies. Such rules shall provide for a selection based on low fees, historical investment performance, administrative capabilities, and other criteria as Secretary determines appropriate. So yeah, this is amazing. It's a good thing. If you're planning on having kids, this is something you should hope for. It is not a Republican-led, it is now a Republican-led thing, which is why the Democrats hate it. But this is not a Republican idea. Senator, what is his name? I can't remember. Hold on, I can tell you. Let me take a look. A senator a few years ago proposed this idea a while back. Let's see. There we go. Let me see here. Because I saw this and I know it exists. Here we go. Yes, okay. Senator Cory Booker. I want to say, I knew I had that in my head somewhere. A Democrat of New Jersey proposed a similar savings account, the baby bonds, with $1,000 seed money for newborns based on family income. So that is, and that was reported by the USA Today, which I must admit, I don't see USA Today kind of throwing this under the bus and saying, bad. In fact, they're saying this is a good thing. Wow. Mainstream news saying something that Trump is happy about is good. That should make anybody happy. Golly. Now, they report this incorrectly. They report January 1st, 2025 and January 1st, 2029. That is not what the bill says. It does not have that as an eligible person, which I would prefer the USA Today's reporting on it. That would be my thing. But yeah, I'm looking at it here, and I don't see any exception to that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me see if that's changed. Perhaps who is eligible. Let's see if the AI can figure it out. That's not what it is, AI. There's a fact sheet. That's not it. Let me see if there's a different version. Wait. Let's call it the Trump bill. Let's see if anybody else has this right. The New York Times, January 1st. I don't know where they're getting this number. Where is this from? This is not what I have in here. The physical bill does not have that. Am I reading the wrong one? Because I don't know here. It does not say that. I hope these other guys are correct, but that's not what's physically written here. That's not what's in this actual text. It's not what's in Ted Cruz's text. So I think somebody read this wrong. See, they have the effective date. Now that's where they get. The effective date of the bill starts December 31st, 2024. But that doesn't say anything. To be eligible, you have to be born after July 4th, 2026. At least according to what I found here, and I can't find anything that challenges that. So, is everyone in the news wrong? Do people not read the actual thing? I mean, Yahoo Finance reports the same thing. Everybody's reporting the same thing. CBS, Economic Times. Either I'm wrong and I have the wrong bill here, which could be true. I don't know. I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I have the right thing. Um, let me check here. We're gonna go through this here. Let's see. New York Times is usually crazy, but crazy. Let's see if they got anything here. One of the things that you can't do with this bill is you pretty much can't take the money out. That is one thing I meant to mention. You can't take the money out until you're 18. And I did not see anything on here about the distribution of what happens when you do take it out. So I'd like to know a little more about that. Let me see if there's anything in here. So it has different rules for death of the beneficiary. It has set it follows very interesting rules here, but we're not going to go through that. It's too complicated and it'll take way longer than I want to talk. Eligible investments. Yeah, okay, so, okay, here we go. One thing I did want to mention. Eligible investments means any mutual fund or exchange-traded fund that tracks the returns of the S&P 500 and meets other requirements provided by the secretary. So, I mean, the secretary gets to decide pretty much whatever, but that's kind of the goal. And honestly, tracking the S&P 500 is a sound strategy. With anything, I mean, granted, this is not financial advice, but statistically, it's difficult to beat the S&P 500. Doesn't mean it can fail. It can't fail. Like anything, everything can fall apart. And in the world we live in now, I don't put anything in the absolute category than God's love for us. That's the only thing that's absolute in this world. Yeah, no distribution other than a qualified rollover distribution will be allowed before a date on which the beneficiary attains age 18. It doesn't really give you a distribution. Oh, okay. Distribution from Invest America accounts will be taxed as a net capital gain. Okay. Defined in Section 530A. Okay, so that's what that's going to be. Interesting. Okay. All right. But I still don't see where this number's coming from. Nobody's citing the bill. This is what's wrong with news people these days. I think they get... other people are even saying born before January 1st, 2024. That's saying close. That's not what everyone else is saying. The AI says January 1st to 2029. 2025 to 2029. I just don't... Do people not read? Am I missing something? No one is citing the bill. I'm looking at, let's see, CBS. Let's see here. There we go. An amendment. Okay, they renamed it to the Trump bill or the Trump account. These are amendments. Maybe there's an amendment here that changes the date. I cannot find it in here. So, I would be very careful about saying that it's January 1st of this year to 2029. I can't find anything on that. And it doesn't look like they... I don't see anything on it. There we go. There's a lot in these amendments, but I didn't see anything on here about the Trump account that would be helpful to prove their point. Yeah, nothing here. I mean, do people just not do it? they never cite the actual part. See, this is what's wrong with news people. They never go and get anything right. They don't want to do their own work. They just cite somebody else who did it, and that person probably heard it from somewhere, and then they go, well, I heard it there, this is what it is. The news media are poorly regulated here. And they shouldn't be regulated, to be fair, but they're not policing themselves. They're not looking at, oh, this is the way we should, report news. This isn't right. CBS here is even saying that you can only remove half the money at 18. And it taxes capital gains, long-term capital gains, which usually has a lower rate, usually. Who knows what's going to happen 18 years from now. Misspending the money, you get penalties. I didn't see anything in the actual text here for misspending the money. Perhaps I'm missing part of this here, but... yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So whatever these guys got, it ain't here. Economic Times. Come on, people. You guys have got to have it right. Yeah, everyone says the same thing, but I don't see that in there. So if I find anything, I'll make a post about it later. But whatever these people are thinking, I don't know what bill they're reading, but it ain't the one I'm looking at. I mean, this is the one that I have here. Let's see. I'm going to do one more search here, and we're going to find out if I'm wrong. Let's see. All right. Where is the actual bill? I want to see the actual text here. All right. 119th Congress. Let's just go through it. Let's see. Introduced that day. Interesting. There's a bill to limit the use of funds to conduct first-use nuclear strikes. We may have to come back to that. Yeah, it's not in here. Yeah, it's if I find anything else, I'll post it. I'm not seeing it in here. It's probably buried somewhere. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, is this something you're excited about? Are you planning to use it if you can, or if you're eligible? Definitely don't take the news's word for it. Make sure you have the law on your side. Oh, gosh. The news disappoints me once again. But, yeah, I like this. I think it's a good thing. It'll help the economy. It'll help people. I mean, everybody really wins, maybe except for the U.S. deficit. But, yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, there are parts of the bill that I'm probably not happy with about the entirety of what they're passing in the House. And I'm sure with bills that large, there's always something that's bad. I mean, I've never seen a government ever do everything perfectly. And even if I take the fact that we're spending the fortune out of it and just, oh, this is fine, and is there actually a thing they're doing that's wrong? I don't know yet, but there probably is. The government always does something wrong. But yeah, what do you guys think? Leave me a note. Let me know. Have a blessed day.